Good morning, everyone. It's it's a chipper Central California day, sunny, but I think it's right now 40 degrees. So yes. Okay, so this is my 2024 my birding journal recap. I like to do these. I like to show people how I do my birding journals, how I use them, because I buy it. I usually have Johnny at the junk journal shop make my journal for me, and then I like to do the recap video at the end of the year, and I think she likes it too, so that's why I do it. This year, I finally talked her into doing the wider spine, and let's see. Let's do this. So let's do the wider spine here. This guy is about 2.5 inches, which worked out perfect. See the perfect? There's no real gaping or anything. It's just super perfect. So that 2.5 inches works out great, Johnny. She put my little she made a digital out of an antique birding thing that she found, and so yeah, that was the cover. I loved it. This was a joy to work in this book. So here we go, everybody. So I'm trying to move it over a bit like that. Okay, so she puts the tabs on for me all the time, which is nice. She put my name down here, which is nice, the year. Okay, so lots of funness in this January, up to 23 birds we saw, and I'm pretty much getting on breaking this record this time. What I like to do is over here I put on a lookout what I've seen in past years during this time, and then I'm able to say, okay, let's see if we can find them if they come back. And so, oh, that was scary. We have some tree trimming going on. Anyway, so yeah, 23 that month. So then we got some pretty photos here. Like Junco is one of my favorite birds. This one I started incorporating because my granddaughter moved to, my first granddaughter, so she's the first one. They're always special. She moved to Hawaii, lives in Maui, and so every now and then she'll send me photos of birds. And so this one she sent me, it was a night heron she saw, and I was so excited. I would love to see one of those, but it's good enough that she sent it to me, so I put it in here. I don't count it, obviously, for the birds in my area, but I went ahead and put it in here. The photos I use are for a 2 by 3 inch, and it's a sprocket. So you plug it in, the paper goes in there, and the batteries are not that great, but yeah, so I plug it in and charge it, and then I'm able to get this size out. So I really super love that. Thought I would share that. It's called a sprocket, and it's an HP printer, and it can print from your phone. So, and how I usually do it is I take pictures on my Nikon. I have a Nikon camera. I forget which one it is, but and it has like a large lens, but not the kind in, not the super large ones, but it's a nice large one that gets me closer than I could normally. I think it's like a $300 lens, and then once you try and get higher and higher, it's going to go up more to in the thousands of dollars. So it's not, but so that's the lens I use, and a camera. And so what I do is after I take pictures on the camera, I put them usually on my iPad or my iPhone, and then I can print them on the little printer here. So that's how I usually do it. This came from CJ also in Maui, and there's her. I love that cardinal. It's a Maui cardinal, I think it's called. And she also sent me a movie of a northern cardinal. I don't know how they got there. Somebody must have brought the northern cardinals over there. If they're in Hawaii, why can't they come to California? Is what I say. Okay, little rock dove. It's a nicer way, more exotic way of saying a pigeon. A gull flying over. We're quite a bit inland from the coast, but when it gets bad weather on the coast, then they come inland and then they're around. So that's kind of fun. I have another friend who lives in, I think, Arkansas, maybe. He sent me a picture of this bird, wanted to know what it was. And I said, oh, it's an eastern bluebird. So I put that on there. And people send me pictures. I also put those on. So up here we have it's a sparrow. This guy looks like he has a... I didn't write what. These are mourning doves, obviously. Little sparrow sat there and bobbed up and down. I never watched that before on that kind of sparrow. That was interesting, yeah. Looks like he's got a red tummy. I don't know. I didn't write that down. This time of year, we have the robins around. Look, 3 of them in a line. Every now and then I doodle. Like I said, my juncos are one of my favorites. We pretty much have Annas. Occasionally we have the black-chinned or the, there's another one, or Costa. But I didn't have enough to really say if it was just a baby. I guess hummingbirds have babies all through the year, so that seems odd to me. But spice finches were back. Very happy about that. They're the little guys. They've made a community now, and even though my app says that they stay around all year, they don't. They leave in the summer. I don't know where they go. They migrate somewhere. But the little spice finches there with their the kind that you can get into, you can usually get in pet stores, but there's like a whole flock of them that comes. My little guy, my Phoebe, and I love it because I'm able to use some of my, I save the ephemera because I have a lot of ephemera, as you know, and so I'm able to save the ones that go in that I see, which, the Phoebe, so I'm happy about that. Oh, we had a red-shouldered hawk, and, he's around quite a bit. I had one this last month, too, this year, so red-shouldered hawk up here. They just sort of... they don't go in my yard. He's on the telephone pole in my yard, but he doesn't. I think they're too big and awkward to come down. They're not like the Cooper's hawk. Okay. Then over here, this was from Juanette. Hi, Juanette. From her book. So I put it in here because it's kind of like the herons that come around. I don't see the night heron, but it was also, too, because she sent me the night heron over here, remember. So all I need to do is go back. So this is out of an old book. So right there. Okay, February 22. And I was able to put one of the cute little cards about the red-shafted flicker. What's northern flicker. But I did see on I don't know if you care about this stuff, but I did see on Facebook that someone in Southern California saw a yellow-shafted flicker. I would love to see that. Okay, here's all those little guys. Aren't they so cute? And cedar waxwings. Haven't seen many cedar wax. I haven't seen any this month. I saw some last month. So I'm hopefully going to see them again. Got to look and see. This is the green heron. And, of course, I always fight with him around. So I put him in. He must be in this month too. These are the cedar waxwings again. They are always in big flocks. You don't see them usually one at a time, or at least here. So this is it's been sparse on the yellow Lincoln Sparrow, which I've been sad about. I was able to have this little page out of a book here. Lincoln Sparrow. There's also the Song Sparrow. Somebody saw this in 1922. That's pretty cool. We have song sparrows, but I haven't seen them in my yard. Then we got the green heron. I have to fight off. So I watched about those eagles in Big Bear Lake. Their name is Jackie and... Wait, it'll come to me. Shadow and Jackie. Jackie's the girl. And they had eggs, and everybody across California was just watching them. They're live on YouTube. And they had 3 eggs, I think. Not one of them hatched. It was just so heartbreaking. We were all so sad. Like we all wanted to go get on Xanax or something. We were all so sad about it. But now they're they're getting ready to lay another clutch, so we're excited that they will have new eggs this year. And then, of course, I was able to put in my this card I got from Coca-Cola. It's old, 1920s. But yeah, so I'll put the link in my description if you want to keep an eye on the Big Bear Lake eagles. You never know, maybe that will hatch this year. So this is a red-tailed hawk. Green heron, he's a little sneaky guy. And a junco. Little thing here about the red-tailed hawk. It's a little plate. Does not talk about him on the back, but so I put it in a clear pocket here. Okay. March, yeah. 20, I mean. So there's some more of the, it's the first time they were in my wild oak tree that's growing, that's probably going to grow out of control, but I can't help it. I leave it there because I don't have anything fun. It's where a few years back I put in a video of the palm tree that blew down. So it's over there, and it just grew on its own. So, hey, I'm hoping they'll come back and check out. They don't eat. I do have worms out there, but I think they mostly like fruits and berries. But so I have some berries around, but here he is right there. Green heron, of course, trying to get the stuff. It was a pretty double rainbow I put on there. 2 white crowned sparrows doing some cuddling and preening. I thought that was cute. Here's the nutmeg mannequins, or spice finches, or scaly-breasted munias, or something they're called. I like the nutmeg word. So last year in March, we had a pair of mallards come. I was, even though they're dirty and cause problems, they came in our pond. I was really hoping that they would have babies, but they did not. But they stayed around for a few days. They'd come in, and I did have a little thing here on a mallard, on mallards. So I stuck it in here. Okay. Oh, this was so amazing last year. I think that I talked about it, the white pelicans that had their floating ballet going on. Oh, it was amazing. We've never seen it before. They were in our area, and my husband called me to come out and look, and there were just thousands of them just floating around, not really flying. They were on the winds, on the thermals, and just floating like it was some kind of dance. It was amazing. Hope I see them again this year. Let's see, we've got a mockingbird here. We have house finch there. Green heron, of course, keep coming around. American robin right there. my granddaughter sent, and then I got a white pelican here, a little card here, vintage card from something, a game or something. But over here, my granddaughter sent me, I guess in Hawaii, there's chickens everywhere that lay eggs, and then I mean, they're right over here. I don't know how good you can see it, but there's a bunch of eggs. I said, man, go out there and that's a breakfast. But yeah, they're wild. They're like wild. They just lay them around. So then they obviously hatch. So that's pretty cute. Okay, nothing here. Then in April, we saw 22. And here's, it's one of my it's a cute card Rachel sent me, so I keep it in my bird book because it has a bird. And this is, so a friend of mine sent me this, and she was on vacation and asked me what it was, so I was able to tell her what it was. It was it's a red-headed something or other. It's not here. And here's a hawk flying up here. Okay. Over here, just an old... This can't fit anywhere, and it runs the risk of getting broken, so I stuck it in here. Lion's Coffee, it's so cute. So I just stuck it in here because, didn't want it to get broken. This is, I think it's a Swainson's hawk in our area, and this is another mockingbird. Cowbirds came around now. The cowbirds start showing up. Their wives, that's the male. They have a beautiful chocolate head. They start showing up, and then their wives, their females come, and they look more like, the females look more like sparrows, only they're bigger. And so then they go and they lay their eggs into the sparrow's nest, and so that the sparrows will raise their eggs. Yeah, they're not so good. There's the female. This was on Facebook, and I saw these one time, but my camera was broken, and I wasn't able to get a decent picture. And I really wish I would have been able to, but they're these Lewis's woodpeckers, and I was hoping they'll come back. And somebody also put this on Facebook, and it's just a beautiful picture of a great horned owl. Okay, and here, that's that same bird. So it's a red-headed woodpecker. And he sent it from, he's the one that's in Arkansas, I think. So, and I don't know where Kathy was, the last one that we saw. But black-chinned hummingbirds came back. Scrub jay, what do we got here? Those are the little scaly-breasted Munoz hummingbird. All ready for his mating set, because look how he's got all of his yellow feathers on. And a red-breasted nuthatch came that year. So weird. I could have sworn. So I looked outside and I thought, I could swear there's a nuthatch out there. But I was unable to get a picture. And finally, they're like sort of a weird bird that's mostly around pine trees and stuff in the mountains. But I don't know if he's coming through. I don't know what. But luckily he came back one time for a second, and I was able to catch a photo of him. I was very excited. Over here is, I think, the grosbeak maybe. Yeah, black-headed grosbeak came. And so that was fun. He comes in. He always comes the same time. First babies started feeding each other. This is a, I'm pretty sure this is that's a lesser goldfinch, obviously. Lesser goldfinch. And this looks like probably a house sparrow. I took this off of Facebook. Look at this. I hope you can see it. Let's see. Can you see? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. It's a peregrine falcon, but look at this. I forget what they're called. What are they called, you guys? Those Unabomber. No, it's not the Unabomber. It's some kind of stealth bomber. That's what it is. But check it out. Look how they look. I thought that was very interesting. Okay. Into May. As you can see, a lot of birds are heading out. There's only 15. I did not ever see a western tanager. Very sad about that. This is the favorite bird that's on the cover, the little woodcock. I really wish I could see him, but they don't live here. And I was able to score one of these, so I'm very happy it's in there. Okay, what do we got here? Little hummingbird taking a bath. Look at this heron. We had all this lovely, I forget what it's called, on the pond. It just looked beautiful. And you know those koi ate it all by summer? I was really sad about that because it's a plant. It just was perfect. Over here, it just has a little map of the bird. And they're just, oh, for the first time lately, this is really strange too. Lately, the house sparrows are eating the worms, and they've never done that. So that's odd. This is the worms I kept for the mockingbirds and the blue jays, and white-crowned sparrows like them, but all of a sudden now house sparrows are eating them. It's so strange. So this is when I went out. I think I talked to you guys about the farm I went out to, and I saw the killdeer eggs, a nest. Look at that. You can barely see what it is. And then I got to see that owl. Oh, it's probably coming up. So there's a cowbird sitting up there waiting for something. Female cowbird again. Grosbeak, and the black phoebe. Over here, okay, so I know you guys can't see this. You're going to think I'm crazy. So my granddaughter went, so the other one, she was visiting Hawaii, and then this is when she's graduating, so she had a graduation thing, and so I went to her father's house, and it's all amazingly got 200-year-old oak trees. It's just amazing out there because he's a dairyman, and so he lives sort of in the quote country. But I swear I saw an owl up here in his, but it's really hard to make it out. I wonder what it looks like on camera. I can't really see, but I swear from right here to right there like that is an owl. And I swear this is an owl here. It's the same picture. There's an outline. I see it. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure it's a great horned owl up there. Because she has had run-ins with the owls before where they've, they've seen him out there, and then I think they ran into her quad that she has. I don't know, so I'm thinking that's an owl right there. And then Phoebe. Oh, look at this beautiful Western kingbird. This was out here at her house. And a nest here. I think it's a black Phoebe nest. And then black Phoebe. And this is in Layton. So then that other one I went to out there with the eggs on the ground, I saw the barn owl. It was so... Okay, so then under here we saw some swallows. And I think they're cliff swallows, I think. Yeah, cliff swallows. Oh, here. See them right there. Cliff swallow. There's the eggs and there's the killdeer. This is the bird whose eggs it is. And there were some chickens at her house, which are really cute. Look, check them out. And then I was able to save some of the ephemera I have on the barn owl. So I really like that. Because I give a lot of them away, and it's nice to be able to keep some that I saw. And then this guy, I thought these looked like her chickens. Spangled, it's called a Spangled Russian Orloffs. Well, maybe, you never know. I have to ask her, I should ask her. Okay, over here, Western kingbird in our yard, so that was cool. Green heron, of course. Western kingbirds have been hanging around, so that was cool. Now, it's for my granddaughter again. Obviously, these are the northern cardinals. And this great cattle egret she had. And then this, look at this thing called a chucker partridge. Okay, what is this guy over here? This looks like a, I think that's a, looks like a cowbird. Anna's hummingbird. She says they don't have any hummingbirds in Maui, which I looked it up. I don't think they do. Seems odd. I guess most of the hummingbirds are in like America, maybe some in Canada, and maybe, I don't know if they're in Canada. I'm thinking there might be some in Canada, and then South America and Central America, so maybe there's none. I know, I don't think there's any in Australia or in like, I know Italy. I know Rachel didn't say there was any there, so I didn't know they were so. Okay, so here's one of J9 Scrap's beautiful things, and this is the Western Thrashers. And what I liked about this is that they said, I think they have the, why do I have this? There was a reason. I don't know, that's weird. Huh. Not that I've seen a thrasher in a while, but it's right there. Okay. I don't think there's anything there. No. Okay, 14, we're into the dregs of summer. We have the Eurasian collared dove. So there's a lot of those on now. They're pretty much regulars in my yard. This guy won more of my fish, and a little house finch. Somebody gave us quail eggs. I took a picture of them in my little vessel. Black Phoebe and a black-chinned hummingbird. We've had lots of visits from an opossum. I was able to get that because we got him just in the... We happened to be able to go out and get a picture of him in the dusk, or in the AM, in the early morning. We got a Ring camera, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. And at night, he comes around, and guess what? He climbs up. I don't think I have a picture of it, but where I have the worms in a thing, he climbs up there and eats those worms out of there. I mean, he's huge. And here's another Phoebe thingy here. And then this is one of my dreams, to see this bird, and he is in California. So I would really like to see him. Phainopepla. I don't know. I don't know if I ever will, but they're around. I should be able to, right? Okay, 14. What we got here? We have, Western kingbird again. Look at that. It's up here. This is in my yard, not the country, so that was pretty cool. Got a little thing about the possum. little plate here on the lesser, or the goldfinch. We have lesser goldfinches, just means they're smaller. As you can see, nothing goes on much in there. Okay. So over here we have a first return of the orange crown warbler. So it's September. The birds start coming back. And we have our pretty little lesser goldfinch, and I happen to have a goldfinch card. Now, I found these ridiculous things. They're the great black wasp. And I put this thing up because I wanted it to be for, I actually wanted it to be for those big carpenter bees, so that they don't, get my house, because they are around, those big bumbly carpenter bees. But this guy was putting his babies in there, which was interesting to me. I've never seen this guy before. I never heard of him, and how they find this right away, I don't know. But it was going. Lesser goldfinch over there, a female. October, we're down to 23, so they're all coming back. And the pigeons, the pigeon it says, but I like to call it, well, it has a big name there, but I like to call it a rock dove. Okay, so up here, this is a northern harrier. We've never seen those around here. I thought it was a Swainson's hawk, but then as you can see, it has, obviously, it has this white line here across its tail. That's the telltale sign, oh my gosh, of a northern harrier. And so I usually see those out at the preserve I go to. And there's my wonderful wren that I saw the first time I've ever seen a wren. For a second, and then it left. I never saw it. I think it, my research says that it was migrating through, so it's kind of a bummer, but I know they're not around here usually. Now this is a Say's phoebe, which can be confused with the that other one, the western kingbird, but it's not. It's a Say's phoebe, and that's a new for right here in my little area here. I've seen them at their preserves and stuff. And up here's a mockingbird, black phoebe, so they're related. You can kind of tell they're like a flycatcher bird. Over here, we were taking a walk, and I really like this picture here of it's not my street, but I like that he's on top of the thing right there. White crowns returned. Yellow-rumped warbler has returned. This is a yellow-rumped warbler. This is a western bluebird. So say they've all come back. And I like that on her little, this is from J9 Scraps, Janine. And I think this is a western bluebird, so I happened to put it on here. It's like a little tucky thing. I could put something under there, but I didn't. Cooper's hawk. This western bluebird's right there, and a western bluebird. Lesser goldfinch, scrub jay, and guess what? With an acorn, which is probably why these trees are growing everywhere in my yard. I don't know where he got it, because it takes I don't know if you guys know, but it takes a really long time for acorns to come from oak trees, like, years and years and years. So my trees don't make any acorns, but yep, it's probably why I have a big one growing, and I have 3 small ones that we're going to try and keep low, like a hedge type thing. We probably won't be able to, but they're growing on the side and in between this area where there's like a planter. They're too big for it, but we'll just see. But that's because of this, and they're usually all around everybody's yard around here. So it's because they're dropping them. Mockingbird, yellow-rumped warbler, green heron, trying to get stuff. And goldfinches taking baths. They love their baths. Orange crown warbler, right? Or no. Yeah, it should be warbler, not sparrow. It's not an orange crown sparrow. There's no such thing. Okay, and this is, it's a cactus wren. I didn't have a house wren, but I went ahead and put this card in here to keep. Cactus are probably in the desert, obviously. Okay. Now, 24. And what do we got here? This is from my granddaughter. Look at zebra. They can't just have normal doves. They have beautiful zebra doves. Look at that. And look at her sparrows, Java sparrows. She has those. She started to put up a feeder because of me, and so she loves those. White crown sparrow, little paper here on him, and then she also sent me a picture of a mynah bird. like that. And then these are from Facebook. This is from Facebook. I've always wanted, it's a, what it is it's a junco, but they're a leucistic junco, which means they have some problem in their pigmentation in their feathers. So it should be dark like this, should be dark, but instead it's white, which I thought that was cool. That was from Facebook, so I just wanted to have it on there because it was cool. Green heron. Here's the first, and I think I've only seen him a couple times in November. I haven't seen him in December or yet this month. I'm looking for him, but it's the cute Lincoln sparrow. And I really want to see him again, but you know how it goes. Northern mockingbird. House finch, a robin. They're all back now. Red-tailed hawk. This is an orange crown warbler right there. Oh, we went out here. We went out just in our area here. And along the highway was this red-tailed hawk. And then this guy, he's an American kestrel, swooping him. Didn't care that he's so much smaller because, you know, there was also crows swooping him and what have you. But yeah, the kestrel, I was very excited to see a kestrel. Let's see. Yeah, here he is right here. Look, so cute. This is supposed to be over. I would love to see this bird someday, a mandarin duck, and the wood ducks. I would love to see him. And he's supposed to be at Atascadero Lake, which is not far from here. So I would like to see that. Northern flicker picture I took off of Facebook just because it showed how beautiful its feathers were and everything. All right, Junco. And over here I just put some of this fun stuff. Wild turkey, because I need to go find a wild turkey. They're also around here, but they're out. I wonder if I can go this time of year. I have to talk to my husband because it's not hot. And here's a really cute wild turkey card too. But yeah, no, they're not, but they're not far from us. And who do we got here? We have white crown sparrows. Another thing about the wild turkey, a little note from Rachel. She knows I love that bird. Now December 24 things. Here they are, those little guys. I kept one of these cards from the giveaways that I gave, the Christmas ones, because this one was 6 geese laying, because it's, you know, a bird. So I went ahead and stuck that in there. Over here, another one from Rachel. I buy a lot of stuff from Rachel. And then over here is the lesser goldfinch. As you can see, they're not as gold right now because it's the wintering colors. Yellow-rumped warbler. This is a orange crown warbler. Why do I keep putting sparrow? It says warbler, orange crown warbler. And this is a ruby crown kinglet. Oh, man. And he's so fast, and he was around tons last month, and I have not seen him this month. Over here, a cute postcard that was given to me. It's in here. That. Here, look at him. So cute. They're only like this big. Really teeny, teeny, teeny. And then something weird happened. There's this pine tree on our street. And lots of weird stuff been going on there. So this vulture, turkey vulture, comes on there and starts like doing this weird stuff on top of the. Usually they're flying through. They don't stop unless you got a dead something somewhere. You know, they're a vulture. But yeah, he just sat there and I don't know what he was doing. But after that, we found a couple other things. I think a hawk, a red-shouldered hawk was doing that this year, and all kinds of strange stuff. There he goes. And over here we have Cooper's hawk. And those are CJ's those little finches, CJ's house. I tried to draw this guy because I didn't think he'd come back, but oh yeah, we're battling him every day now. A giant heron, or no, a great egret, same thing, great egret came, and he actually got a 7-inch goldfish out of my pond and was going to eat it. And I'm getting all upset. I couldn't get, you know, we have this new recliner chair, and it's one of these motorized ones, so it takes forever to get it to go down. You can't put it down. You have to wait. And so I'm trying to, the heron's out, he's out there, the egret's out there, he's going to eat the fish. And So husband tries to get out there to scare him off. Well, he ends up dropping the fish. And, well, before we scare him off, he dropped him. So I got out of the chair, got out there, went and got the fish and put it back in the pond, and it was still alive. So it was nice. But yeah, the great egret, he was there. Northern flicker right there. And these guys love baths. Now, it can be 30 degrees outside. And these little western bluebirds love the bath. They just love it. And here's some cedar waxwings. My husband finally saw them, because we hadn't seen them since they were supposed to come back. Here he is here. And there they are. Just crazy birds. With one, I think he's it's the yellow-rumped warbler. They also love baths. Starling. There he is. He's huge. And there he is with the fish. Can't tell. It's kind of, because my camera wouldn't focus on, because there's so much stuff. But yeah. I mean, just a crazy little teeny Anna's hummingbird. Crazy, that's the fish. So it's about how, you see how big it was. So I had to go get it and put it back in the thing. I tried to draw that. Not so good. He should be fatter. He should be more chubby, because they're chubbier. So there you go. That was my 2024 birding journal. This will be in the playlist of the birding journals if you want to see it. And thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. And see you again soon. Bye.